Welcome everyone, and welcome with a new channeling of the Council of Light. And in this week we have a question from one of my viewers. I will read it to you. When we see the shadow inside ourselves, is that enough to regain our light? Or do we need to release anything? Thank you. Well, thank you, Robin, for this question. And I'm also quite curious about their answer. So let's see what the Council of Light has to say. Dear question asker, we are very happy with your question. And we think that releasing the shadow is not the way to go. One, because you cannot release on purpose. And two, seeing your light is enough to acknowledge the shadow. And if we look deeper to your question, you must realize that humans are shadow and light together. Even when we are fully enlightened, it doesn't mean that our shadow vibrations are still there. Because you are a combination of all frequencies. So, the moment we acknowledge that we are light, you are actually saying you are at peace, that you are all vibrations. The lighter vibrations are helping you to zoom out and not to get lost in the more dense frequencies. And if you move the other way around, it is more difficult. When you are full in lower dense frequencies, it is very difficult for you to zoom out and to see the greater purpose in feeling the darker vibrations. We understand. So we ask you to fully embrace being human and to always remember that feeling all frequencies means being alive. When you discover in your question lower frequencies available, please be the observer of the lower frequencies. We cannot release on purpose. Just remember with the heart frequency that we are all kinds of vibrations experienced all the way down into your body is enough. What will happen in your body is that you discover the power of allowing, experiencing the deeper shadow vibrations while trusting that it is in perfect timing and received with love. This is how you balance out the lower frequencies with a higher frequency perspective. This is how your heart helps you transmute. Humans are not made to stay the same, which means that releasing is not the right word. By staying present with a peaceful and acceptant vibration, it will transmute by itself. That is the power of your heart. You cannot activate this process with your mind frequency. Just allow your heart to do the job. Humans are quite magical in transmuting powers. That is also why we have great faith in humans. Your hearts are enormous instruments of transmutation. So, the next time when you are discovering deep and dense frequencies, trust your body and heart, it will do the work. Humans in the heart are quite amazing instruments. Trust this light of acceptance. We thank you for your question. The last thing we would love to add: when you start giving up doing the process, it will unfold by itself. Let your heart do the work. You have asked another question, so I will answer it in this channeling too. When you are feeling lost in more dense frequencies, allow yourself to trust and to receive the light to transmute. Humans are thinking they have to do this process alone. But there is so much light frequency available, so your heart feels safe to stay open and light. Remember, there is so much help available for you. Ask and you will receive the lightness so your heart can stay open and safe. Thank you for your question. Yes, thank you for your question. And maybe you are one of my listeners who is also having a question. Please write down here below the video if you have any questions, or contact me directly through my website. I'm always curious, and maybe it takes some time, but in the end I will ask all kinds of questions to the Council of Light.